Good morning. Hope you're having a great week already. Well, a great Super Bowl yesterday. I did predict the winner. I did pick Kansas City and had a fun time with the church crowd watching the game and watching the commercials. Hope you had a good time on Super Bowl Sunday. The thing we're going to talk about today, a challenge I have for you, I'm going to take a reference right out of Super Bowl. Those two teams that got there yesterday, one of the things that those athletes have done their entire life is practice. They have practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced to become the best players they could be at their position, and it gained them the Super Bowl ring that they are going to be able to wear for the rest of their lives now. So welcome into Monday Mornings with Murph. I'm glad you're joining me, and today we're going to be reading in 1 John 4:7, and we're going to be reading in the Living Bible today, and I like the way it says it here. So 1 John 1:7, it says, "Dear friends, let us practice." And we were just talking about practice. And it says, "Dear friends, let us practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, just like those athletes that practice to become the best at their craft, at their sport. Let us practice," it says, "loving each other." Let us practice loving each other. So it doesn't mean that we're going to show love one time. It means we're going to practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. Let us practice loving each other, for love comes from God, and those who are loving and kind show that they are children of God, and they that are getting to know Him better. Okay, I've heard this a lot growing up. God is the God of love. Well, God is the God of love. I'm not saying He's not, but He's more than that. Because God is love. And you're going to hear that right here. It says, "But if a person isn't loving and kind, it shows that he doesn't know God, for God is love." So that's our scripture today, 1 John 4:7 out of the Living Translation. And so let's talk about this just for a second. So if these athletes that were born with these gifts of athletic ability that won the Super Bowl yesterday, and all they did was take that athletic ability and say, okay, I'm going to show up for games. I'll show up at game time and play, but I'm not going to practice. I don't want to practice. That's boring. That's tedious. I don't want to do that every day and repetitions and all that. No, I'll show up at game time. I want to be in the spotlight, and I want to make the big play, and I want to be the guy that they hoist up on shoulders and haul off the field because I made the best play of the day and I saved the game or won the championship. But I don't want to practice. That would be ludicrous. That's never going to happen. You're never going to see a star athlete on the professional level that doesn't practice, that has never practiced in their life. They have practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And so my challenge for you today is not to be that person that just wants to show up for game time, but that you would practice being loving and kind, because your Father is love. He's not just a God of love. He is love. And He has shown that love inasmuch as He gave His only begotten Son for you when we were not worthy of it. So my challenge is, when you come up against that person that rubs you the wrong way, practice. Practice love and being kind. When you're on the freeway or driving down the street and somebody cuts you off or does something to cause you to get a little upset with their driving, practice. Practice love and being kind. When your spouse does something that maybe just doesn't make you quite as happy as you want to be, practice. Maybe it's not your spouse, maybe it's your boss. Maybe your boss comes in and does or says something and that rubs you the wrong way. Practice. Maybe it's your children. Your children don't appreciate you and they take advantage of you and they maybe are disrespectful or something. Practice. So I know it's a big challenge, and I know when I challenge you, I challenge me. And so our challenge this week is to practice. Our Father is the God of love, and let us practice love and kindness this week. So have a great week. Don't forget, you can always call me. I'll pray with you, 970-466-4663. Shoot me a text, or you can always email me. It's michael@problemsolver.group. Hope you're having a great week. God bless.